as in general as a society that there isn't like during COVID and all that? Was there some of that hormone missing in life with people and like
No, because everybody's inside boning.
Oh,
So,
like
it was a love fest during COVID.
You know,
Let me just
because
tell
like
you.
there wasn't.
I learned like several new positions I didn't think I'd ever know.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I never thought of it that like
Yeah.
because people would say like, oh, we're communal animals, right? We need to
Yeah.
be amongst other people or community, and
Yeah.
I didn't think I didn't know if that was even something. I mean, as you get older and you're not in your normal headspace, 'cause like as a kid, you could say like you said, oh, they're autistic from the beginning in general, and I'm guessing you're using like the more
Well, it's called the
medical.
autistic phase, not autistic, but they call it the autistic.
Okay, so
phase.
but it would mean that they're not in their head because they're not even in their head, and that way we
they
are
don't know how
as
to connect
adults.
their existence yet.
Okay.
And they're learning, but it's more on reflex, and then they connect their existence.
So as adults, we think we know our existence, right?
right.
And so therefore, are we rejecting a lot of that, like space and like that hormonal space of like that like what you're saying that like from causing us to feel a little bit more connection to other people, or am I overthinking that, or what?
I think for a lot of people, they're finding new ways to connect via Zoom, via connecting new ways with their family who they're actually in the house with, which I found was really, really, really nice. We played a lot of games. We did things that we don't do on the typical, because we would take car rides and roll down the windows, just go cruise around and get out, and have fun about that with that, and I think it made people get a little more creative. Some people got a little more anxious and had other issues because they had family members who were sick. So you can't lay out all those things. But I think in the core foundation of people who had were able to just hang out together, I think it was pretty good.
How was the doula business and interactions with your clients during COVID?
Oh my God, my clients, a lot of them loved it more because many people say they want to have their mom there, they want to have someone there, but they know that there's always that little bit of thing that can cause a little bit of insecurity, or there can be little cheeseman going on or something, right? So nobody was allowed, just mom and dad and a birth professional like me, or whatever, and so. I feel like it really brought moms and dads a little closer to focus on each other without depending on other people or thinking they need anybody. So it gives them more confidence when they got home to their house, and that leads to, a lot of times I suggest to people, I'm like, really, if you don't think the person's going to add anything to it, really, just don't have them there. Just have them come afterwards. Tell people you're at the hospital when you're pushing. You just got to the hospital, so they can come after, because you need that time alone. And a lot of times, especially different cultures, in the Hispanic culture, those abuelas get a little crazy, dude. Shit goes down. I had one pounding at a door one time, trying to get in, and the mom didn't want anybody in but us because she didn't want to have that energy. And the mom, I need to talk to my son, stuff like that. And that can be a little hairy and tricky. The doctor went down and told her, I'm gonna physically remove you.
Oh, she got crazy like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was funny. I'll never forget that. But so you gotta really think about what's best for your family, because I talk to people about, like, when you start forming your family, it's now about you and your partner. Okay. And this is a really important thing, especially in certain, cultures, because, the grandparents and the family will be so overbearing about, you have to do it this way. Nope, you got to do this. Even with gender reveal, you can't know your gender. We have to know, and then we're going to tell you. And you know what I mean? It's like, it's a little intrusive sometimes for some people, but they feel like they have to submit to it because they've always done that, right?
Yeah.
So when you're talking about, mom comes from one family, you come from one family, right? And you guys have to talk about the things you want to do in your family and how you want to roll it. And you're going to get pushback from the other side. And even moms might get offended by something, or dad might get offended by something, but then they go talk to their family. Go, can you believe, Carlos doesn't want to do that? And then they get pissed. So you go to the next family function, and they're like, cold shoulder, dude.
The beer's all hot and shit.
Dude, they're not even giving you beer, dude. They give you like Perrier or something. They're like, that's all you get. Bro, go make your own run.
That's funny.
Pitch in $5, we'll give you one.
That's funny.
That kind of thing. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that causes the problem, then tension between the partner and the family. So there's just all these dynamics that can occur. So you have to learn to keep it between, just you and your partner about those things. You can talk to your friend or whatever, but tell your friend, don't shut on my girl or whatever. But, but you want to be able to have that nuclear thing where you guys have trust, and even if you don't agree, you can shelf it and come back to it, because guess what, in life, and this right now, right? You've had sitting for like 4 years now.
Yeah.
And so during that time, what you thought you wanted to do before, suddenly, and you guys were so balls to the wall about it, it's changed, right? And it's morphed because things are living and breathing.